Got some people showing up there. Hello, Panagon. Great to see you. Happy Tuesday. World Update Tuesday, baby. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Great to see you, everybody. And super happy to be here at Yellowstone Regional Airport in Cody, Wyoming. And as most of you are aware, we have a world update that just dropped today, kind of unexpectedly. And one of the, I guess, areas of the country, it was the United States update, the second one that's come out for the U.S., but kind of focused a little bit more on the western sort of kind of my backyard. And anyway, there's a couple of Yellowstone National Park points of interest, specifically the Old Faithful Lodge and Old Faithful itself. And so I thought, be kind of fun to just see if we can fly through Yellowstone and see what there is to see. There's so many awesome places in this park. So this is what I'm going to try to do here. We're going to depart from Cody, and I apologize if you spawned in at Luckinbill. If you're going to fly with me, I'm now at Cody. So it's Kilo Charlie Oscar Delta, and we're going to fly to West Yellowstone. So a slightly different route than initially. But we're going to head up the Shoshone River past the Buffalo Bill Reservoir. We're going to just basically head towards Yellowstone Lake. When we get to Yellowstone Lake, we're going to turn north. We're going to head up the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone up here to Tower Junction. We're going to hang a little bit of a left-hand turn, go past Mammoth Hot Springs. Then we're going to come back down here to the south, and we're going to come back to Yellowstone and then go towards Old Faithful, hit Old Faithful, and then we're going to shoot over here to Yellowstone, West Yellowstone Airport. So anyway, should be a lot of fun. Scruffy Tam. Hello, Scruffy Tam. So you have time if you would like to jump in and fly along with me. And what do we have? Steve H.E. Dell. Thanks for the description, man. 16 months, dude. Yeah, I hope it looks good. I really do. I've yet to actually fly in Yellowstone just because I was worried it might not quite all be what I thought it would be and all that. I don't know, but we're going to do it. I think we have decent weather, and it's just windy here. Yeah, look at the gusts. Winds are 310 at 26, gusting 38 here at Cody. So, hello, McFly. We need to depart kind of northwest bound. What do we have? I'm trying to remember runway-wise. I don't know that we have one of those. Yeah, runway 22 is going to be probably our best bet. All right, so buckle those seatbelts in extra tight, guys, because it might take some doing here. But let's see if we can get this thing started. Oh, it has been a minute. Yeah, come on, that's fine. Normal. Turn those on here in just a second. Boosters on. That's on normal. Those to idle. All right, let's see if we remember how to do this, guys. Oil pressures, temps looking good. Fuel flow kind of oddly spiked there. Got RPMs. I would call that a pretty good start for a guy that doesn't know what he's doing in this plane. See if that fuel flow spikes like it did on the right. Yeah, it does. It does kind of like has a big little. That makes sense. Big spike there. God bless those with the patience to enter a flight plan into that unit. Oh yeah, right. This guy here. No doubt about it. Might have to park her in the hangar for a day. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I haven't flown it for about an update and a half, and so like I'm slightly curious as to whether or not it's even gonna run properly, but so far so good. I don't need any anti-icing. I don't need any de-icing. Emergency lights, I should probably arm those guys. General lighting here, yeah, fine. Hope you guys are all comfortable, because that's what we've got there. Edmund, hey man, welcome, buddy. Yeah, heck, I think that'll work. Probably should tune in a little Unicom here. Let's go check it out. Let's go see what's happening up in Yellowstone National Park. Squawk and Chuck. Ditchy. Hey man, God bless you too, my friend. Thank you so much. Settling down to some dinner and salad and time with the family last week on a trip, doing the scenery developing for Warrensburg. Hey, heck yeah, man. Learned a lot. Can't wait to see what you come up with there. Keep it up, man. Keep working. That's awesome. All right, we are parked. Where are we? This is a great question. I think we need to taxi. I don't even know. Let's brief the taxi chart together, shall we? Yeah, there we go. So we got to hang a left, and then a right on Alpha, all the way out here, runway 22, and we'll depart towards the canyon, towards Buffalo Bill Reservoir. Yeah, we'll be ready. So glad you guys could tune in. And let's see how she goes here. Kind of got tracky going here, so I'm a little bit rusty. You'll have to forgive me, but it will come in handy, I think. Look at that. It helped me miss the pushback tug guy already. Paid for itself right there. There's the canyon we're going to head towards. So this is considered the East Gate entrance. There is no bad way to go into Yellowstone, by the way, but this is the way that I'm most familiar. And that doesn't seem right. My favorite way actually to come in is the North Gate via Cook City, Montana. And it actually is, I think, the most scenic and beautiful drive in Wyoming is to go from this town right here, Cody, which is in the northern part of Wyoming, up just a little bit further north and almost at the border, the Montana-Wyoming border. There's a road called the Chief Joseph Highway that leads you to Cook City and then into the park there from that direction. That the Chief Joseph Highway, that scenic drive is, in my opinion, is the prettiest drive in the state. So if you ever come this way, that's really well worth it. It's a little bit out of the way if you're in Wyoming, because it's tempting to just, either come up here to Cody and come in this east gate, or go towards Jackson Hole and drive by the Tetons as you're going in, which is another fantastic way to go in. But I like to go in that north side and then actually come out past the Tetons via Jackson Hole. So just give me a call. I'll set your itinerary for you. Oh, we may have somebody spawning in going to fly with us. I thought I saw an airplane pop in. That'd be cool. Cody traffic. Twin Otter 11816 on the taxi, runway 22, Cody traffic. Yellowstone and Jackson, Wyoming are on the bucket list. Yeah, Digi, it's a cool area. It's very, very touristy, but there's a reason. I mean, there is a reason. So, in the sim, but not IRL. Well, here you go, Digi. You can see the route I'm going to fly, and you can duplicate it. But yeah, between here and West Yellowstone Airport, it's some very nice scenery. So yeah, let me know. And there's cool little strips like Luckinbill, and Henry's Lake, and there's a few. There's obviously nothing in the park itself. In fact, I'm not 100% sure that you're able to fly low level through the park. I mean, I know jetliners and stuff fly over it as they head towards Jackson Hole and this and that, but I'm not sure like you can take this type of airplane and do the type of flight we're going to do in real life. I don't honestly know if you can't, but I don't like heliops and things. I don't hear about that very often. They're pretty strict. Like you can't, like it's snowmobiling is getting less and less, and in the winter time, there's certain times when you can't take any kind of motorized vehicle. So, you can ski in there if you want to, or hike, but it's just kind of weird. So this might be the only way that you can do an aerial tour. Yeah, Jackson Hole is closed down. Yep, it's they're doing work on that runway. They're doing an extension. All the billionaires are just having a fit. I'm not 100% sure what they're using for their airport, but I'm kind of chuckling at it. Okay, hang on for a second here, guys. Westbound 261 heading. Oh, what am I looking at down there? I don't know. I don't have any. I have some very bad camera views. I know that. Got an aux pump or something yelling at me here. Oh, it's my boost pump. Sounds like a hydraulic pump. There, 261. And 54 miles past the Buffalo Bill Reservoir, up the Shoshone River, and over Sylvan Pass, which is 8,500 feet. I think I filed 12.5, but I'll probably keep it more like about 10,500. And yeah, we're aiming for Yellowstone Lake. Cody Regional Traffic, Twin Otter 11816 is departing runway 22, VFR westbound, Yellowstone Regional. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody on the comms here? I'm always a little bit worried. Yeah, I think we're transmitting. Jackson Hole, yep. Yeah, and they're building a second runway, as I understand it, and they're not necessarily making a big long runway either. It was quite a to-do. Like, they enjoy sort of the limited. They don't want a 747 flying in there, so it's kind of interesting. But so I think this next one, the one that's there is, gosh, it's barely, it might not even be 7,000, 8,000. It's short and high altitude, you know, all that stuff. The one they're building is not much longer. Yeah, it's crazy short, Steve. You're right. You might be right. Might even be 6,000. All right, flaps are set. Landing lights are on. Checklist is ignored. Let's go flying. V1's about 90. V1 VR about 90. With this crosswind, ooh, my windsock is actually not what I expect it to be. It's hanging there pretty low. Oh, we're already flying. That was weird. That's really weird. Okay, pause the rate gear welded. Flaps are coming up. Track IR is not centered. There we go. On power set. Flaps are up. And away we go. The engine sounds too loud. I feel like Conti. Are the levels okay? I give him a hard time and I am asked the same question. Top the beach, 18. Fixie.
Fixie!
Welcome. I actually looked at that and considered it. I just don't have $19 to spare right now. So I didn't get it. How is it? Has anybody tried it? I know it's Carenado. I get that. You know how I feel about Carenado. I don't mind it. Pentagon, no math. Yeah. It looks cool. I think the era is awesome. And I guarantee you that it's going to be easier to fly than that 247, which is good and bad at the same time, right? All right, away we go, you guys. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Heading out of Cody, Wyoming, and heading up the Shoshone River towards Buffalo Bill Reservoir. You can see it there off our nose towards Yellowstone Park. We're going to see what the World Update has done to this part of the world. If we're lucky, we're going to see some of my favorite parts of Yellowstone National Park, which include the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, which has the scenic Upper Yellowstone Falls. You've seen that in many a photograph and painting. We're also going to go hit Mammoth Hot Springs, which is a really awesome area. Of course, we will swing back by and check out Old Faithful and the Old Faithful Lodge, which is part of the World Update. And then we'll head kind of out towards West Yellowstone there for our final destination. The mesh in Grand Canyon and the Teton is much improved. Oh, so Steve's already checked it out. He says he'd like a nice PC-12, and the mesh just everywhere generally is improved. Well, that's good to hear. I think SimWorks Studio is working on a PC-12. Oh, okay. That'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, they're the ones that released the Kodiak. How is that Kodiak, by the way? I've heard really good things about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it because I'm like, I already have a Kodiak, an X-Plane, and do I need another Kodiak? I mean, it's not a Cessna 150. If it's a Cessna 150, it'd be a no-brainer. I'd be getting that sucker, but I've heard good things about that. Mike is 5x5 DigiDriver. Thank you so much, my friend. So this is, again, the Buffalo Bill Cody Reservoir. The town, Cody, Wyoming, was named after Buffalo Bill, Wild Bill Cody, and they have shootouts, reenactments, obviously, every day in the streets, the main street of Cody. They'll have a shootout. It's like the same time every night, 7 o'clock every night or something during the summertime. Have a daily rodeo. It's a fun little town. It's got a really neat downtown. I can never have enough 150s. That is the truth. No one else seems to agree with me. Pentagon sounds like a dangerous town. Only for your wallet. Buffalo Bill Museum is probably the place most people go to when they come here the most, but it's really the jumping in point to Yellowstone, and so they pick up a lot of tourists via that. Obviously, it also is home to some really world-class hunting and fishing. How big was the new update? Not bad, not bad. I don't know. I'm running out of room. I've got to get with Steve and ask him how to do that transfer. And he said it wasn't too bad, but I've been afraid to do it. I just need to have him walk me through it. Steve is saying that's where all the Ned 1/3 went. Those bastards. How many porters do I have? Well, I have 2 porters. I do. That's a fair point, Steve. Fair point. So here we go up the North Fork of the Shoshone River, and this is country that a little bit sad, because it used to be where the original sort of people that came and homesteaded. This is where they set up shop, and now it's nothing under $1 million gets you a place out here. It's just like crazy expensive. Anything I can be in prayer for us about? Digi? We're doing the final estate sale for my mother-in-law this weekend, so I'd appreciate some prayers around that. You know, we need some logistics to fall into place, but more than anything, my wife she just needs a little bit of strength. You know, she's been on the go nonstop trying to do that. She's been there at her mom's house taking care of all that, her and her sisters, and so yeah, a little bit of just a little drop of strength there would be good for her. And yeah, just prayers that everything will fall into place and we'll be able to I don't know if you've been a part of an estate sale before, but it's a hard thing. It's like a garage sale, but it's like you're selling your childhood off. You're getting rid of your childhood. So it's a hard deal. I appreciate that though, Digi. You're awesome, man. And I know you guys in general have been checking in on me, and I know a lot of you have been praying for the family and praying for me, and it's helped. I have been able to get some things accomplished, and that it's not been of my own doing or my own strength. So I appreciate that, and I don't think I tell you guys that enough. So thank you so much. It'll be good to have this weekend over. So, hey, by the way, in case you didn't know, there's terrain here. Thank you, Digi. Yep, thank you, man. Need a good outside view. That's probably not going to be it. I got a feeling I want to just kind of be up here, probably. because I'm going to be looking out the window. We're making our way. This will be the route you take, by the way, if you come into Yellowstone this way from that east gate. So, pretty cool little way to come in. So just a couple of tips, I guess, as you come to Yellowstone. Number one, try not to touch any of the wildlife. Number two is try not to get close to any of the wildlife. Number three is try not to put any of your small children on or near the wildlife for photos. They're kind of three main things.
Hi, kid.
Hey, 0.34. 0.34, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. I know. Thank you, man. Yeah. I've been on fumes myself, and I know I can't even imagine how my wife has been able to do what she's been able to do. So anyway, that's out. That's out. You guys are lifting us up and helping us out, man. So yeah, pretty much anything wildlife related, that's a pro tip. They may look cute, but they're not. And yeah. One of the memories that we actually have of my wife's family is they used to love coming up here, and they would come up to Yellowstone Park back in the day when people were allowed to feed the bears from their car. The bears would come up, and they just got so used to people and cars, they knew that whenever there was a car that they would get some kind of snack. And of course that's super dangerous, right? But my wife can remember her dad feeding a bear a marshmallow out the window, and just so different now. They've done a good job of sort of educating the people that go to the park about what not to do. And that's a biggie. We don't want to do that. All right, I'm looking here. Sylvan Pass is 8,500. I'm only at 8,900, so I'm going to try to climb up. I was trying to get to 10.5 here. Of course, this is a highly seismic region, volcanic region. That's why there's geysers. That's a big reason why there's all these mountains, is plates are crashing together and all that good stuff. So that's always a hot topic of conversation, is when's the supervolcano going to blow up? And the answer is always the same. It's anywhere from tomorrow until about 10,000 years from now it has a chance to. So you can tell your friends that you survived an active volcano if you come to Yellowstone Park. The odds are that you're probably not going to see a bear. You're probably not going to see a wolf. And in the summertime, you're probably not going to see a lot of other wildlife, the bigger game like elk. Those animals tend to be way up in the high peaks during the warm months of summer. But you can see the buffalo, you can see lots of antelope, you can see lots of deer. You can fish and hike and camp, and I'm not saying that you can't see bear, because you can. And in the spring, if you come early enough, they actually come out of hibernation, and they have their litters of new cubs, and it's kind of cool. There's some bears that are kind of local celebrities. One of them is grizzly number 399, and an interesting story about that sow is, I had a science teacher and basketball coach when I was in high school, that he was up at the Jackson Hole Lake Lodge the Jackson Lake Lodge, which is south of where we are right now. But anyway, he got up one morning to go for a walk, and he ran into this sow grizzly, number 399, and she mauled him pretty good. She was feeding on an elk, and he didn't know it, and just kind of came upon her and surprised her, and obviously he was surprised. And anyway, he was badly injured, and was kind of saved basically when one of the park workers drove up in their pickup, and the bear ran off. Well, so the authorities there gave him, basically said, look, this bear attacked you, and we can, we should probably put her down. I got to stay on the river here, guys. And he basically said, no, don't do that. I mean, it was just one of those things, and she wasn't necessarily attacking me as much as she was just defending her meal, and she may have had cubs in the area. So anyway, he said, no, I don't want you to put her down. And she's gone on since to have something crazy like 12 or 14 different litters of cubs since then. That was back like in the 90s. So anyway, oh, we had a corny joke. I'm so sorry. What did I miss here? You can't pet the bison, but they're so cute. Steve's asking, yes, and delicious. And and then you mean you can barely see them? That's almost as good as a 757 spy pun there. That was nice. That was actually nice. I know that the conversation is there's always room for those corny dad jokes, but I've always thought that's a really interesting story. And whenever I see her, and I'm like, yeah, she, 30 years ago could have been put down. And I mean, how many dozens of new grizzly bears are there now because of her? And but do not, under any circumstance, get in between the bear and her food, or the bear and her cubs. All right, so we're coming up on, I think we have Sylvan Pass here. And there should be a little bit of a lake. And I think this is Yellowstone Lake that we're seeing here. I may have gotten a little bit off of my route here, chit-chatting and talking about this and that, but yeah, I don't know if this is Sylvan Pass or not. That's okay. Anybody see a lake around here? Oh, that might be Sylvan Lake right there. So Sylvan Pass, yeah, it might have been over. I might have been right where I was going. Actually, I think this is Sylvan Pass right here. Yep, with the road going through there. This is where you'll be driving as you come into Yellowstone, if you come through Cody. Hey, I have a Scotsman's here. I have a Scotsman. Hello, happy Tuesday. I'm almost out of purple Kool-Aid here. And Betty says hello. So we're going to head up along the north shoreline now. And we're going to look for the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. See if we can, hopefully we'll have a good view as we're flying upriver to see Yellowstone Falls and Inspiration Point. Hello to Betty, yeah. Betty will, you'll hear him say hello, but of course he says it a little differently. Durain. He just wants you to know that he's still there. Now, I have been told, I don't know this, and I don't have my fact sheet pulled up. Somebody could research this. And I believe that Yellowstone Lake is the deepest freshwater lake in the U.S. Can anyone confirm that? I thought I heard or read, or my dad told me that years ago. I believe that title goes to Tahoe. Okay, Steve PHL is fact checking me. Thank you. Thank you. That could very well be. Oh, Crater Lake is the deepest. All right, never mind. All right, I'll quit telling people that. Hawker, hey, how are you, man? Maybe it's the largest by volume. It's the biggest or something in some way. I don't know. I'm at 11.5. I'm plenty high. Let's. I don't want to have to put my oxygen mask on here, so let's descend a little bit. There's the there you go, quote unquote largest. Oh, largest above 7,000. All right. There you go. There you go. Okay, so there is my river that's going to start to head me northbound toward the Grand Canyon. This is I believe, I'm not sure if this is the Yellowstone River or not. We're going to head that way. So again, this is the last time I was in Yellowstone Park, this road actually was closed from Yellowstone Lake north to Tower Junction. And oh, I was going to try to pull up a good map to show you guys sort of some sights and different things. Maybe I'll do that when we conclude today's flight. But this is my favorite stretch. It's just incredibly beautiful. And the hike into there's an upper and a lower falls here. Both really are very worthwhile. Not difficult. Just dangerous enough that you feel like you've accomplished something, because they're not, they're kind of exposed a little bit. And yeah, lots of fun here. All right, we're gonna head up that way here, and Dunraven Pass is where we're heading, and that's also 8,800 feet. So I'll try to ease ourselves down here. I probably just need to pull back on the power a little bit. That would help. Ease ourselves down to 10.5. That way we're not too high up. And again, I just don't know how well everything is going to be rendered. Just when you think, oh, this ought to be perfect for Microsoft Flight Sim, and then you fly by and you're like, it was okay. So the thing to be also kind of aware of if you make it up here is there's a lot of traffic. and so the speed limit already, I think, is only 45 miles an hour through the park, but about every 5 miles, anytime anybody sees any kind of wildlife, they just pull over on the side of the road, right? So they can take pictures or whatever, or try to put their kid on the buffalo, and all those things we've talked about. But you just have to be prepared for that, and just kind of know going in that it's going to be a little bit of a stretch to get from, it may take you an hour to drive 15 miles. And I think if you just know that going in, then life is good. All right, I think we have to make a little bit of it. I don't know. We pretty much stay on. Yeah. I think this is the Grand Canyon running through here. I think it is. Running up that way. All right, Digi. A request for prayers for you. So just some direction, some guidance. Yeah, I would happily add that to my daily prayer chain there, Digi. 100%. Okay, so let's take a turn here, and again, my goal is, I'm hoping, and I've driven this. I've never seen it from the air, obviously. My goal is to see if we can find Yellowstone Falls. We may actually be going. No, I think we're going the right way. So let's see. We'll just go up here and see. This may not be where we need to be also. There's that possibility.
Hello, Downwind Sim.
Downwind Sim. Greetings from Phoenix. Downwind Sim has gone all the way to Arizona to find Disc 1. That guy goes to the ends of the earth. Ralph, how are you, buddy? Great to see you, sir. I saw the post that you shared with me. Thanks for that. That was cool. I have read some of his stuff, and he does seem like a good dude. Glad you had a chance to hang out with him a little bit. All right, guys, I'm not sure that we're going to get much of a view. Coming around, I think, to where it's supposed to be. This to me looks like we're still a little bit of ways away from where the falls are. The falls has road access to it. You don't have to hike for 20 miles to get there. So, oh yeah, Downwind Sim is he's a definite prayer warrior. Okay, not really seeing anything yet, you guys. Looking bad. I mean, it does look bad, but we're not at the spot just yet. We'll keep going down here and we'll see. And there is a chance I might have turned one canyon too soon, or one draw too soon. Also, let me check my heading here. We're due northbound here, so whoops. I think we're going where we should be going. currently I'm not lost in Yellowstone. Well, I'm sort of lost. I think I know where I am. Heading towards Upper Yellowstone Falls. But I'm not really. Kind of feel like it should be right in here, but I also feel like I should be seeing more roads because, as I mentioned, there is road access. So I might have been wise to do a little bit of Acme Mapper research here because potentially I'm leading you astray. Coming up on Tower Junction, and you know, it's one of those deals where it's kind of like Niagara Falls. Yeah, we should be right here. Like Niagara Falls, it seems like such a big spot, but when you fly over it, it's just this little tiny little place. It may be right in here, guys. It might be right in here. I feel like it is because there's a road, there's Inspiration Point right there. That's where you park and you get out and you walk. And oh, here we go, guys. I think we found it. How does it look? Oops. Right there. There it is, guys. Right there. Yeah. Alright. Looks a little bit nicer in real life. But, again, doesn't look bad. Let's make another pass here and take a look. Sorry if you're chatting with me here. Whoa, hey, hello. I'm trying to be negligent. Let's head up the river here and take a look. See what it looks like. Okay, I went past it already, didn't I? Microphone's in the way. That's why I can't move over. Yeah, I think I turned too soon. Alright, well, we found it. It just, you know, let's just say it's not a handcrafted scenery element at this point in time. Still, looks pretty cool. I mean, if you know, if this is what the default world looks like in your simulator, I think you've got a pretty nice looking sim. Back we go here. Lord only knows. What am I westbound now? What am I? Back to the heading back to the west now. I may totally be off my river. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Well, it's a neat place.
Susie.
Hey. Kevin, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday, buddy. This is supposed to be the upper falls of the Yellowstone River, and it is, but it isn't. Oh, there we go. Wait a second. We might be back on it finally. It is, but it isn't. It's right here, but it's not exactly what the painting looks like, if you know what I mean. So, still kind of cool, though. Hey, it's our favorite air traffic controller, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, coming in. And welcome, Raiders. Great to see you guys. As the show title already has told you, we're flying up here in Yellowstone country. Alright, we're kind of heading westbound now. Let me get sorted out here and say hello properly to everybody. Prouds, thank you for the follow.
Hi, Jet Pilot Cinnamon.
Jet Pilot Cinnamon, thanks for coming in. I hope things went well there. We just flew by. By the way, this was Tower Junction. And we're now heading towards Mammoth Hot Springs. But yeah, we flew by. We flew by Yellowstone Lake. We flew past Buffalo Bill Reservoir. Now we're heading to Mammoth Hot Springs, and then we're going to turn south for kind of the Piece de Resistance, which is supposedly a handcrafted Yellowstone, or excuse me, handcrafted Old Faithful Lodge and Old Faithful Geyser. November Juliet Golf 26 Cappy. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. My name is Brant. Nice to have you here. Let's get back on the highway. So you would turn left, you turn westbound here, and head across. This is a pretty good wildlife viewing sort of area. Lots of buffalo out here, and so a pretty good spot to get your wildlife fix. But this Norris Geyser area, Mammoth Hot Springs, I should say, Mammoth Hot Springs, and well, the Norris Geyser area is a little different spot, but it's just really a very interesting place. It's kind of dry and bleached out. It's just, you know, it's that mineral hot springs, and it's just cascading everywhere, and yeah, it's got some cool kind of terraced areas, and for some reason the old Marlboro commercial comes to mind. Yeah, this is kind of that country. There, back on that highway here. And Mammoth Hot Springs, it's actually, there's a town of Mammoth. It's kind of a cool old-time spot. It's got a big old post office. Oh, Betty says hello. What are we at here? Oh, we're 8.5. Yeah, we were on to keep about 10.5. I think we're okay. I think we're all right. See another volcanic ridgeline here. They're all over the place, obviously. But let's see. Let's fly over the top. There, you can kind of start to see some of the bleached out. This is just a massive area up on a hillside where the hot springs, the minerals have just bubbled over for thousands of years and just cascaded down the mountain. Yeah, there's the town. It's a pretty cool little spot. Doesn't look like much from up here, and but it just has yeah, it's just a neat spot. There's quite a few bear in this area, kind of active, and it's a good spot if you want to have a chance to see a bear. Come to Mammoth. This is a pretty good location. In fact, there's regularly there's parts of this area that are either shut down or they I feel like I could land there. Suspiciously airstrippy. Anyway, they're kind of shut down, or you are told to proceed with caution. Oh, you're thinking, Digi's thinking the music. Oh, I got you, man, I got you. Sorry, I'm not being very good with the chat. I'm half expecting Downwind Sim to give me the Annie West. Don't forget to check the chat. I got that last night when I was flying up to Fish Lake because I kept announcing the wrong runway. I was trying to land eastbound instead of northbound. And I had like 5 people in the chat telling me, no, that's the wrong runway. And finally, I think Good Fixins threw the right command there. And anyway, it was very helpful. I think the thing I like about this area in particular, there's a couple spots. This area and then the Norris Geyser area it's just so volcanically active. I mean, there's no other way to put it. You literally have chemicals, leaching out of the earth, bubbling up for miles underground, and they're just making these colorful pools and just incredibly interesting ecosystems. And yeah. Okay, so now we're heading south, guys, and we're heading towards Old Faithful, and this is the spot in the World Update that is supposed to be the big area that's been hand rendered or somehow been updated to look a little bit better. The lodge itself there, and then I'm assuming the actual geyser area. Now I'm curious because the Old Faithful geyser, of course, it gets its name because it's a regularly erupting geyser, but like it's depending on the time of year, it erupts every like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. It's not like clockwork, but it's it just builds up enough pressure, then eventually it vents. So I wonder if they've somehow modeled that. That'd be kind of cool. I doubt it, but we'll see, I guess. Digi says, I still have P3D installed on my computer. Orbix did a layered approach to this area. Global land class for North America, followed by custom Rockies, and he had the Orbix Jackson hole. Yeah, same exact thing, Digi. When I was in P3D, I had that same setup, and it looked nice. It really did. This was one of my favorite areas, and then there was also the West Yellowstone Airport. I don't think that was an Orbix airport, but there was somebody that had made that, and so I really like to fly back and forth between those. And I think I had even picked up Bozeman before I eventually hopped out of P3D. But yep, pretty fun area to fly. Pretty, just nice visually. And then, of course, in P3D, what made it even more enjoyable was the weather, right? You'd get snow up here, and it was challenging. So, all right, so what we're going to do here, we're kind of coming back down this road here, and I don't remember what this road's called, but I should really be checking my map here to see. The Grand Loop Road. That's right, the Grand Loop Road. And so we're coming up on where we'll actually. I'm gonna probably just keep going straight. This'll take it kind of forks off here a little bit, and but if we keep going straight, I think it takes me back down to what's called West Thumb, which is just the western edge of Yellowstone Lake, and then from there we'll turn to the right and we'll head west again, and that'll take us hopefully to Old Faithful. Oops, I'm kind of turned back a little bit too far to the east here. I'm staying on this road. I don't remember what this junction is called. All these little spots have names. And that's kind of how you get yourself around. You know, people will say, well, head up to Mammoth and head east, or go to Tower Junction, or go to Norris. That's sort of how they give you directions. And so, but I've not been here quite that much. I've probably been here, I don't know, 6 or 7 times over the years. It's one of those places, you know, where locals kind of stay away because it's just has so many tourists, and there's lots of other spots in Wyoming that you can go to that are, you know, you can get your mountain fix. Was it Conjunction Junction? Yeah, it might have been. Might have been. Digi still has P3D installed. Yep, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Oh, I think I read that already. Yeah. What was that junction? What was that junction? I don't know, but this area, this is the Norris, right back there, that's the Norris Geyser area. And in some, so it was probably the Norris Junction. Some people actually think that this part of Yellowstone has better geyser activity than Old Faithful. Old Faithful obviously is the one that gets all the press because it's the biggest, and it has the lodge there, but there's a lot of geysers here that are like more regular and more active, and there's just more of them, and so a lot of people will come to the Norris Geyser area, Norris Basin area to get their geyser fix. All right, there's the West Thumb, and again, we get the West Thumb, we're going to hang a right, head back westbound, and with any luck, we'll see Old Faithful Lodge and the Old Faithful Geyser. The Old Faithful area is kind of more known, I think, for its buffalo than anything else. I'm sure they've got bears and wolves in the area also, but there's just so many people that are in and around Old Faithful that most of that, you know, most of the wolves and the predatory animals have moved on because most of the large game, like the elk and the deer, they don't like being around people, obviously, so they've skedaddled over the years. So, you know, that's where the bears and wolves follow those animals more than anything. Pretty good grape Kool-Aid. I don't care how old you are, you'll always love grape Kool-Aid. So there again, that's Yellowstone Lake. That's where we came in. And Cody, Wyoming is just off our 9 o'clock. That was the East Gate. Came in, flew up this area. Right over there is that Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, and the scenic Upper Yellowstone Falls. Just kind of made a little bit of a kind of a north loop. We're coming back down here to West Thumb. So Steve, I guess what I would ask you, you said that the mesh you felt like was better in this area, the Teton area, and have you been able to check out any other sort of mountainous? Like I'm particularly interested in Idaho, since we just did our flight out there. I wonder how the Frank Church Wilderness area is looking. That's obviously a place that's kind of special to us bush pilots, us bush hooligans. Haven't checked Idaho yet. I know that you said that it looked pretty good last night, and I think I heard that from a lot of people. So I'm excited to go check it out, honestly. Calvin Sim, you missed it. Maybe you saw, but the Virtual USA Flying Club flew one of our old Bush League routes last night up in the Frank Church Wilderness of No Return, and it was a lot of fun. I managed to successfully, I feel like I redeemed myself at Lower Loon Creek. I didn't make a good landing, I'm not saying that, but since last time I ended up with the brown side up and the blue side down, I felt pretty good about how the one ended last night. Alright, so we have, kind of hard to tell, but there should be a road. Let me get my track IR ready to go here. You can kind of see the road out front, and that's the road that will lead us. It's going to turn us this way. That's Shoshone Lake. We may need to turn a little sooner than that, because we should stay north of, well, actually no, maybe we're okay. We have to stay north of this little butte here. And this is what happened to me last night. I confused Moose Creek with a different airport, and I spent about 20 minutes being lost. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's Shoshone Lake right there. Now we need to stay just a little bit north of Shoshone Lake. So the road we're looking for here is kind of obscured by trees. And these are just little two-lane. Oh, there we go. All right, little two-lane highways, and there's not a lot of places to pass. So once you get going, you pretty much are at the mercy of whoever's hauling the biggest fifth wheel through the park, type of thing. And there's always somebody that either has that or has one of those converted buses, you know, that are now RVs, and they're behind the bus. They're pulling their Land Rover or something. There's always that guy, and he's driving 25 miles an hour. I guarantee you, if he's driving at all. It's so just, you're gonna have that every place you go. Just to understand that. Comb for broke, boys. Dishwasher just got wrapped up. Gonna put dishes away for the missus, and hey man, heck yeah. All right, onward we go. We should be, let's see, we're gonna get, let me check my map here. I think we're just past, oops, sorry about that, vertigo. think we need to be just past Shoshone Lake here. Yeah, we should be coming up on Craig Pass. Yep, and as soon as, so there's the edge of Shoshone Lake, and Old Faithful should be just right out, kind of out in this area here. Alright, I'm kind of excited about this, you guys. Haven't been this excited since I took my new bride 30 years ago up here and we tent camped. I remember one place we went to camp, the park rangers met us at the entrance and said, "Sorry guys, sorry folks, campsite's closed." And, you know, my wife and I, we've grown up in Wyoming, so we knew there was a reason, right? They don't just close it down for nothing. And there were people arguing, like, "What do you mean it's closed?" And the guy's like, "There's active bear, there's grizzly, they're out, they're hungry." And I just remember thinking to myself, how are you arguing with the experts? They're trying to keep you safe. How does that even make sense? Anyway, my wife and I, we moved on. We just chuckled about it the rest of the night. But doggone it, I've come all the way from Chicago and I'm gonna camp here, doggone it. It's so funny. Alright, this feels like our spot here, kinda, sorta, doesn't it? This is another place that's gonna be okay. What do we got here? Oh, hey, hello. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. Could somebody type in exclamation point binos? Because this portion of the stream is sponsored. So there it is. Right there you can see this area here with the walkway around it. Right there is where our Old Faithful is. And this is the Old Faithful Lodge. Ooh, there it goes. It's erupting. Nice, you're seeing it. You're seeing it. That's pretty cool, actually.
This portion of the Melvin Leroy channel brought to you by Downwind Sim Binoculars.
Thank you.
Never take off without them.
I'm gonna crash. I gotta hop outside. That actually looks pretty dang cool. I don't normally do this, but I think it's appropriate for I get a good angle here. And you can't see what it's doing. We're going to try to get lower. Let's try to get lower. That actually, okay. Fussy pants. That's actually kind of cool. Let's get down here at about, what do we need, I suppose? Probably 7,000. I have no idea. We'll head out here a little bit. So I'm not sure if we just got lucky and happened to hit it when it was going off, or if it's something that like triggers when you get in range, but we're about to find out. Yeah, Shoozy, that's what I was thinking of. Boots outside, should have told you. Oh, there was a lady. She was just hot, man. I could see her neck getting red, and I'm like, lady, do you not have any idea? Yeah. Alright, we're down a little bit lower now. Let's head back toward the area if we can find it. Slow down, we'll take a little selfie.
Welcome to Pop picture.
Somebody's pushed the follow button, and I really apologize. I'm not being very interactive right now, you guys. But welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And let's go see if we can see the geyser again. I think we're right up this. We're up the creek, literally and figuratively. Okay, we're definitely a lot closer to the ground. Betty says hi again. Okay, this will be a good shot if it triggers again. Yeah, it was kind of right over there. I think in that area. I could pick up that highway again, but it's we're along this river. Okay, I see the buildings. Very nice. All right. We may have to active pause and be that guy. This is certainly not legal in real life because I've never seen this. Oh yeah, it's going off right now. Maybe it was just going the whole time and I didn't realize it. It's erupting. So let's do this. Let's live pause. And let's just take a look at this here. That's not bad. That's not bad. That really is not bad. You've seen the eruption in pictures, I'm sure. So that's actually not bad. That might make a good picture right there. Let me find my snipping tool. Oh shoot. I wish I had a better way of taking a picture. Right there. Bingo. All right, we'll come back to that later. But yeah, that whole area has been worked. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then that lodge itself is definitely worth a stop. I mean, it's been there as long as the park has, obviously. One of the cool things about the whoa boy. Yeah, it didn't like that. It didn't like that. Oh, goodness. Boy, I didn't like coming out of that active pause. Holy cow. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Anyway, there was I'm sure you remember, maybe you don't, there was a huge fire here in the, I think it was the late 80s. Well, that was wild. A third of the park actually burned. And yeah, a little bunny hop there, JPC. That's right. That's right. A third of the park ended up being burned up, and it was right here in the Yellowstone Lodge area, and it was pretty crazy the amount of resources they threw at making sure that fire didn't get it burned right up to the lodge, but it didn't get the lodge. I think there were buildings in the area that were destroyed. Oh yeah, the go-around cam, the Virtual USA Flying Club's go-around cam. Got you that picture there. Wow, that was crazy. That was worth it. I don't think I was that slow heading in, but yeah, coming out, man, I had no lift. I'm not sinking, dude. I'm climbing. Literally climbing 1,000 feet per minute. All right, so we are now generally heading, I hope, towards Hebgen Lake And Hebgen Lake is close to where we're going to find the West Yellowstone Airport. And that's going to be the concluding stop. It's kind of a short flight tonight. I apologize for that, you guys. But I did want to get out here. I didn't have anything planned initially. So glad I was able to get out here and get going. And World Update was a good excuse. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing the Bravo tour. I had initially scheduled that to be Thursday, and I've moved it tentatively to tomorrow. The reason I'm saying tentatively is because I'm the only one home right now with the dogs, and last night when I was flying with the Virtual USA Flying Club, my dogs were upstairs throwing a fit. And actually I found out that they were doing a little bit more than throwing a fit. As you can imagine, puppies sometimes can get a little ornery when they're not being watched. So I may not be able to do the Bravo tour flight tomorrow because it's Newark all the way down to Miami. And it's going to be about a 2.5 hour flight. I'm not sure I can leave the two knuckleheads alone for that long. I've been going now an hour and a half here, and I'm getting a little bit nervous because I haven't heard them. I haven't heard them in a little while. And so anyway, if I make a change, I'll let you know. But I will be flying. I am planning on flying tomorrow. And we'll get that Bravo tour. I actually need to make up. I still have to finish flying from Detroit to Newark. And then I can fly down to Miami. So anyway, it's I appreciate your patience. It's just been a weird spring, and well, you guys know the story, but this is good for me to do, and it's been great to have. It's just like inviting a group of friends over to, just to commiserate, and so I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out and letting me take my mind off things for a little while. So, all right, we had red. Holy cow, I missed this one here. Red Tanger, I have no idea. Red Tangaranaka Tangarania. I don't know. I messed that up. Thank you for the follow. And then Arc 4-3 LPJ. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. There's that lake. And so we should see right at the kind of at this end of that lake is when where we should find West Yellowstone. What do I have for weather there? Do I have anything? Oh, I actually do. Winds are 220 at 20, gusting 32. Very nice. I think there's a runway 19er. There is, in fact, a runway 19er. Let's set that up so that we can have a little bit of a guide there. We'll expect the visual runway 19er. There's no other nav aid. There is, I should take that back, there's a DME. 1485. I don't know if I can, I don't quite have time probably to tune that. I'm not going to worry about it. I was going to tune it and listen for it, but I should be seeing the airport. In fact, I think I see the buildings right down there. Okay. What's my pattern to 19er? Left-hand pattern into runway 19er, so we can as soon as we see where we're at, should just be right in. That might be it. Is that it right there? Coming off of here? Maybe that's it right there. Yeah, that looks like it's probably it. West Yellowstone traffic. Twin Otter 11816 is 5 to the south, east of the field, jumping in left-hand pattern 19er. West Yellowstone traffic. Oh, today's, yeah, that's right. Today's, I gotta do a better job of remembering those things. That's right. Them's My Shoes did pick up the sponsorship for today, so So our next stream will be sponsored by the one and only Virtual USA Flying Club. And we appreciate your sponsorship there, Kevin, as always. West Yellowstone is 6,649 feet. I'm well above pattern altitude here, so let's go ahead. Toss a notch of flaps in here. There's my hydraulic pump again. I must have some hydraulics turned on up here somewhere. Not exactly the old 45 to the base like they draw it up in flight school here, because I'm also way too high, but I think we'll generally be okay at the end of the day. 2,000 feet per minute. Hope you're chewing gum, because your ears are probably popping like crazy right now. And track IR coming on. Yeah, we won't be too bad. We'll call this a 45-ish. To the downwind. Trimmy. Love my trim wheel. There's 8.5. Yeah, we're actually not too bad. I think we need it to be 7,600 pattern altitude, and we're actually going to be pretty close. Speed is maybe even a little slow. Try to bring it in for the top of the white arc here if we could. Alright, there's 7.9. Not bad. A little more power in. I'm going to call that the downwind. Let's do it. West Yellowstone traffic, Otter 11816, left downwind, runway 19er, West Yellowstone. I might have a little bit of an add-on scenery here. I can't remember. Seems like somebody put one out on the TO that's halfway decent. Alright, there we go. End of the runway. Boy, I'm wanting to climb now. I don't really want that. Power coming off. Oh boy, I'm out of trim in a big way here. Goodness, I'm having a hard time trimming this plane right now. Electric trim seems to be working a little better than the trim wheel, so I'm going to go ahead and work the electric trim. Alright, that's good. West Yellowstone traffic, Twin Otter 11816, left downwind, runway 19er, West Yellowstone. Took it out there maybe a little farther than I needed to, but yeah, a little bit too far probably. Flaps 20. West Yellowstone traffic, Twin Otter 816, turning final 19er, West Yellowstone. A little bit slow here. Let's power back in. Missed that. Missed it by that much. Laps 30. It's pretty good. Actually, a little bit high still. Airspeed is just really slow. Feel really strangely configured right now. I'm gonna be long on this one, guys. Just am. Just out of trim or something here, because I am just crawling, but I can't descend. Must be the strong wind. Although look at the wind socket, it's just not showing anything. I'm gonna plunk this down. I'm very slow. Okay, all I can say is it must be the 30 knot gusting wind, because there's no way this thing is going down that soft at 55 knots. But, you know, whatever, we'll take it. We're on the ground, baby. That's all that matters. Way looks clear. Beautiful. West Yellowstone traffic. Twin Otter 816 is clear of runway 19er, West Yellowstone. Alright, flaps are cleaned up. Landing lights can come off. Booster pumps can come off. And that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, flight model. Again, this one, I don't know that Aerosoft has really touched this one since sim update whatever just happened. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know this thing will come in pretty slow. So maybe I just need to look at the numbers again. Maybe I'm thinking of a different airplane. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I don't think I have the updated scenery for this now that I look at it. I see an airplane with the blinking light down here. Did somebody fly along with me today? Maybe I'm seeing a maintenance vehicle or something. Yeah. I used to really like the West Yellowstone that they had in P3D, and the one in X-Plane is also pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know if that's somebody or just a default airplane, but if you flew along with me, thank you. And everybody else who just rode along with me, thanks. It was a great night. Oh, I'm way too close to this plane. This is kind of how I parked last night at Fish Lake. I'll let the pushback guy take care of it. That's what he's there for. Okay, that is that. Let's see if we can get everything turned off on this. But I do like this plane. It's pretty simple to operate, and you know, it's one of those that you can hop in and fly. So that's kind of nice. Disarm you with the smile. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And it was only, I mean, it was pretty affordable as well. Off and off. Hear the gyro spinning down. That's kind of cool there. Digi. Hey, right back at you, buddy. And I will be keeping you in my prayers as well there. All right, let's see. Some folks aren't sure they've touched it since FSX. Yeah, that's fair. Again, fair point. Kevin, you're making a lot of really good points. You and Steve PHL are making a lot of really, really good points here. All right, what do we need to do here? We've got like a lot of options here. We have got a lot of options for our potential raid here. I've got a guy in mind here. I'll kind of cue him up while I get my outro going here, and we'll wrap ourselves up and we'll head over and show some love to another streamer that's an awesome dude. So,
Thanks for watching my papa.
thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. That was pretty cool. If you have a chance to update the world and come fly here in Yellowstone, it's totally worth it. Jim Bob Briggs, thanks for coming in late. Shusey, you are welcome. JPC, good night also, my buddy. And thanks again. We'll be back again tomorrow night doing something somewhere. Digi, thanks for hanging out. God, we had a lot of people here today. Steve PHL was here. Downwind Sim was here. Now he's got too much going on there at Phoenix, so he probably wasn't able to stick around. Hawker checked in for a little bit. Hawker, great to see you as Iowa Scotsman. Iowa Scotsman probably getting ready to stream. I think he streams tonight. He's another good one. .34 was here for a bit, giving me some encouragement there. Appreciate that. Fixie, Panagon. That's the top of my list there, guys. Thank you. If you were here before or farther, Edmund, I think, was here also, if I remember right. And Scruffy Tam, yeah, Scruffy Tam was here. And there's probably was others. If you were here and I don't mention you there, but or I haven't mentioned you there, just again, I don't know how much it means. It'll take a little time to come hang out with me. We had some new follows. Again, Jim Bob came in right here at the end. Arc 4NG, Red Tangerine-ish, something like that. Sorry about that. November Juliet Gulf 26 Cappy. And Prouds. All our new followers. JPC came in with an awesome raid. Steve PHL, the reascription, 16-month reascription. That's just crazy. Thank you. Hey, Texas One Flyboy, checking in right here at the end. Hey, man, I see you, buddy. Thank you so much. Hopefully you'll be able to check back in maybe tomorrow night. I'll be flying again about midnight Zulu, so we'd love to chat some more with you and maybe even have you guys come along. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go see what the dogs have destroyed upstairs. I'm going to send you guys over to that flight sim, dude. Let's go say hey to Tommy. Let's put some Flaming Dragon emotes or some ale horns or something like that. And I'll meet you over there, okay? Thanks again, guys. Have an awesome rest of your Tuesday night. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.